Oh, but back there, oh, see right there? Those are He-Man figures because the new He-Man came out, and actually on this wall that you can't see are the ones they actually released as toys, and then they canceled the toys. So the Four Horsemen, which are the people who do a lot of designing of the figures, they released what are called mini statues, and it's He-Man. But I have 2 closets and the garage full of boxes of all of my action figures because I have lots and lots of them. I've kind of stopped collecting Star Wars as madly as I used to in action figures because they really did release way too much at any given time, and you had to drop like $75 just to get what they had released at that moment. Because I stopped the vehicles a while back and then just tried to focus on the figures, and then they kept releasing the same figures over and over and over again. So now I kind of pick and choose what I want, which is what I should have been doing all the time. But, you know, like Amidala and Princess Leia, any female, I wish they would release more expanded universe figures, because that to me is really amazing. Because when I read the stories, all the things that were in the films I can easily see, but I don't really know what the rest of the stuff looks like, and I'm not really going to research in the role-playing guides. I don't have the time. And so, but they are releasing some expanded universe stuff coming out, so I'll definitely be picking that up. And there was, I don't know, I saw in one place they were releasing a set of Clone War troopers, and there are female clone troopers. And I'm not quite sure how that occurs when you're cloning off of a male. So maybe that's explained in the prequel books that I haven't read yet. Or if maybe someone wants to, you know, post on this blog and tell me how that happened. I'm all for it. Because, of course, I don't go to the StarWars.com message boards, because then someone will give me a spoiler, and I don't like that. Or they'll talk about something I don't know about yet. And I really like to find out things as I read or watch or what have you. I don't really like to be told before it happens. So I have some mixes of Justin Timberlake's Love Stone mixed in with Britney Spears' Gimme Gimme More. And we're enjoying it. So yes, Devil and Jedediah, those are action figures. And I collect lots of things. I collect DVDs and CDs, and I have a whole bookshelf here of videotapes that I'm going to transfer to DVD of crap I've recorded since I was like in junior high. I'm sure the quality is just not as good anymore. So anyway, so I think I'm going to stop now. Let's see where we are on the time. Oh. Well, I'll go a little longer because I can only put like 8 minutes per segment. And if I do it now, then the last segment will only be 2 minutes, and then you'll be crying and saying things like, why, I want more, which I know you're not, because, I don't know, when I go through YouTube and something's like 7 minutes long, it has to really interest me to make me watch, and so I feel bad that all of mine are like 3 to 4 parts long. What are you gonna do? I have a lot to say, and it's been a while since I spoke to you people. We went out dancing on Friday night, and I ate too much and was miserable for the first half of the night, and then we went to one of my favorite gay clubs, and they played Jump by Madonna and Umbrella by Rihanna, which is an okay song, but, I mean, it's kind of cute and it's catchy, but for some reason, it gets really, really repetitive, and I just get really exhausted with it. And maybe it was because it was a remix, and remix are longer, blah, blah, blah. And I was actually hoping they'd play Gimme Gimme More, and they did, but I had just left the dance floor and lit up a cigarette outside because we can't smoke in Austin because everyone... Oh, that's something else I want to talk about. Smoking. I know it's bad for me. Kiss my butt. I don't need to be told it by everyone. The only reason everyone tells everyone else who smokes not to is because now it's become sort of... It's just become accepted that you are to be treated poorly because you smoke, because it's unhealthy. But then when I tell people, I'm like, you know, I really don't want to hear that, because quite frankly, when you tell me that, all I want to do is smoke. And their response is this. Their response is, well, you're only hurting yourself. And I'm like, okay, so you're telling me to smoke. I mean, you're telling me to quit smoking under the pretense that you care about my health. And when I explain to you that when you harp on me about it, it actually has the opposite effect, your response is then, well, you're only hurting yourself. which tells me the only reason you're telling me to stop smoking is so that you can kind of feel holier than thou and be like, well, I don't smoke, I'm so much better, and I'm trying to help you if you'll just accept my help. Shut up. Stop drinking, stop eating. I mean, I smoke because I want to smoke. I understand the issues that come along with it. I want to quit at my own pace, and not because everyone around me has to harp on it on a regular basis. So if you really want to save people and help them quit smoking, offer them support and don't nag them. Because first of all, it's hard to quit. And when you put the kind of expectations on people that if they like fall off the wagon and smoke again, then it's the end of the world, then you're doing it for selfish reasons and not for the altruistic reasons, if I'm even using that word correctly, that you're claiming to. So my message in general to people who like to demean or condescend to those of us who smoke is go fuck yourself. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. How about that? Yeah. I'm always wiping eye boogers out of my eyes. I'm not quite sure why, and I'm sure it's annoying to all of you out there. But when you feel little crunchies... Oh, I'm getting new glasses. We went to the eye doctor, and yeah, it cost us $150 each, even with insurance. But we got nice glasses, and they'll be ready, and they kept telling us, oh, ordering through your VSP, it'll be a lot quicker. And then I'm like, so when? They're like, oh, approximately 3 weeks, but maybe longer. I'm like, how is that quicker? I think last time we ordered glasses, it took like 2 weeks, and we were gone for one of those weeks, so that's the only reason it took 3 weeks, so who knows, whatever. I don't know, the job thing is coming. I guess I'm done. So it'll be, in my terms, a short blog this time. Alright. Justin, take us out. Justin, you can come home with me.